to make this short video. It's come off a Mounder, Roper, Whirlpool washer, but you can see this a nail and a couple more objects that you probably can't see in here. But usually people would take this off and look at it, and sometimes it be some more stuff that's inside. But it's a way you can take these off. It's 3 screws. Actually 5 screws. I'm gonna take it off where you can just take this off. Sometimes it gets stuck in there, and sometimes you can't see everything that's in it. But I'll make another video if you don't know how to take this off, because I tore down the whole wash machine, and I'm pretty much gonna refurbish the whole wash machine, clean it, check anything. That's usually what I do when I sell wash machines, and that's why I get warranties on it, because I pretty much fix on them, and if it's something messed up, I pretty much get not all, but some of them I can pretty much get back to running. In case you don't, like, everybody has, stuff in their pockets when they washing. When you not like me, you rush and you ain't got everything out your pocket. Sometimes these stuff will get down in these pumps, and in due time it'll stop it from draining and spinning. In this cycle here is for draining and spinning. So if you ain't getting draining and spinning, sometimes it be the pump. And usually time you can read the voltmeters, the continuity in the back. But most of the time you want to check the easiest thing to see if anything clogged in. But sometimes these motors will go out, and if you ain't getting continuity from the back, you need another pump. But I'm gonna show you just to tear it down and get inside of it to make sure you get everything that's in it, that's out of it. So that's the screws that I took out. Like I said, 5, all of them the same size, so it don't matter which one you go in. But I'm gonna tell you another thing you want to pay attention to is how you take it off, because you got to go back the way it came on. And how I knew and learned to do it, you see how this one lined up, you can line it up. But if you get confused, the best thing to do is mark it with a marker. Just put a mark on it like that, and let me put the phone down and disassemble and show you. Maybe I could do it. Yeah, I could pop it open like that. You see all the stuff that came out of it? That's all it is. Some of it be hanging in there, some of them be wedged against this right here. And how you can tell, they're supposed to have see how just like that. It's kind of it's supposed to have a little give to it. Like, see how it just like a spring. If it ain't got that and it's just running around, and you can turn it without no kind of it giving some kind of spring, I want to say a spring kind of motion that you can feel it. See right there? But if it just turn it all the way around freely, or either it's broke, you need another water a drain pump. And but like I say, these are the objects that came out of it, and then it wasn't draining or spinning. But the mark I made, I want to show you. This mark right here, when you assemble it back, I made a mark where you can go right back, where you won't get confused, because you got several holes that you might think it go in, and you have it turned wrong. But yeah, I just want to make a video of getting inside disassembler on drain pump. And like I said, if you don't know how to take it off, it's pretty much simple. When I put it back on there, I'll show you. It only got over 3 screws, and it pops off, but you got to make sure you know where it go back on. Because obviously it got to be turned a certain way when you turn it off. But I'll make a video, because it's hard to kind of explain. And hopefully in the future, man, I'll get me a better angle at these videos, and where I can sit on one of these pods, whatever they got going on is up to date, better video content, and maybe you can just see and I could put the phone down and you could pretty much see me doing it step by step, making it a whole lot easier than me trying to hold the phone with one hand and trying to work on them. But it is what it is. I got to manage what I can manage, but I'm studying, busy, and working, taking care of my mom, so it's kind of hard for me to kind of like get the mindset of just getting the better content. But I see a lot of people got very good videos versus mine, so but I just try to just help you out, something simple, and not just for a video, just of me, but just working on them and trying to get you back to running. But anyway, I'm gonna put it back together and that'll be it. Like I say, you line it back up and put your 5 screws back in. Cause if you don't mark it, you ain't gonna know which hole to put it in, and it'll go, different ways. And when you install it back on your washer, this thing got to have a certain way of plugging into your plug. Cause if you have it turned around, of course it ain't not gonna fit. Your wire harness gonna be too long or too short, which way you got it turned, and it might angle to the point when this thing going in a spinning motion, you can rip the wires out. So you want to put it back exactly how the manufacturer had it, because it's a reason why it's like that, so it won't, destroy the wires. And there you have it. Just the back end I was telling you about, where the connector on wire harness go, and they got volt readers on it, and sometimes you want to know if it's got continuity, but mainly if you got a book, you probably can Google your model number, but it'll tell you how much ohms it's supposed to be, the reading on it. Like, I'm gonna put a test on my multimeter, just give you a little idea. I don't check that, it's good, but sometimes it might be out of the reading. I think it give you like maybe 5 or 10 out of the reading that should be, if it going over that. But this just showing you got continuity, but if you sit on to the lowest ohms, it should tell you the ohms of it. See that? And that might be, and I got to see the spec on that, because I got to get to see just how much ohms it need to be out of that, because that might be reading too high right there. I'm not sure, but it didn't have the book with it. But you can go in most of these Mounters and Whirlpools and sometimes Kenmore's, I think. As long as that water, most of them, the drain pumps gonna read. They might read different. I ain't gonna quote that, but you want to make sure you get the right reading, because if not, it still ain't gonna work, because of these objects that pretty much put that motor in a strain and could mess it, even though it reading continuity on it. But you need to know the ohms of it. But yeah, I just want to make a quick video, help somebody out.